What's up, FalcoLand? It's your girl Falcon, and I'm back at y'all again with another video. Okay, so I'm just gonna hop right in.
Yeah, I know they don't really fuck with me, they snakes in the night. OT, I beat the gang, yeah, they stay by my side. And I'm a rocking friend for the rest of my life.
Okay, so this video is basically about patterns that you create with guys. Okay, so I noticed that every dude that I've talked to, like, I wouldn't think about myself. I would think about he's showing me interest, so he's the one, basically. That's horrible. That's a horrible way to go about it, because hundreds of men will show you interest. That don't mean that they deserve you. That don't mean I watched the video of a dating coach giving this girl advice because she said 8 dudes ghosted her, like they just stopped talking to her, and they was asking her like what are the patterns that you're creating, and then she said once they show a little bit of interest, then she's all in, which I related to that so much. Like it spoke to me, because that's what I do. Well, not anymore, but that's what I have been doing. So I know that that's something that I have to change. So he told her, just because someone shows interest in you doesn't mean you go all in. Okay, he gave her the example of someone says, hey, you have a nice house. Does that mean you give them a key to your house? No. That just means they like your house. They're interested in your house. That don't mean you go giving people a key just because they say your house nice. They didn't do anything to deserve a key. So that spoke to me, because I would notice, like, with guys that I've dealt with, they would show me like a little bit of interest, and I would just be like, okay, we go together and we're in love type of thing. I want to say that that's something within myself that has to be worked on, which I have been working on it, but that's something in myself that is calling for my attention, because I have met a guy. Okay, so I was dating like all the same type of guys. I would talk to the same type of guy, like hood guys, which I like hood boys because I'm from the hood, you know. But I like to feel like protected, but that's neither here nor there. But so I was always like one track minded when it came to dudes. I was like, I want a hood boy. He gotta have dreads, or he just gotta be hood, and he gotta look good, and he gotta have clout and stuff like that. And I never dated a dude with dreads, actually, but that I used to want a dude with dreads. And then I slowly developed into like, I just want a hood boy. He gotta be somebody. People gotta know him, blah blah. He gotta be popular or have clout or whatnot. So that never worked out for me. I noticed like those type of boys, I wouldn't say all those type of boys, because I'm sure it's some hood dudes that know how to treat a girl, but the type of boys that I was running into, they will always be juggling females. They will always be outside. They'll always be doing all type of drugs. They'll always be, now I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with smoking, because I love weed. God put this here for me and you know. But they'll be doing all type of ridiculous drugs that people is making. Chemists, they in the basement putting together these drugs, so you don't know what's in this stuff, okay? So they'll be out every weekend partying. Me, I'm a good girl. I'm in the house. I'm waiting on him to call me. And I see that he cheating with Keisha, Tamika, Tanya, and Tawanda. But yeah, so it's like I was going after the wrong dudes, and I was trying to mother them. Like, I was trying to play the mother role. Anything they needed, I would be there. Anything they wanted, I would be there. Anytime they called, I would be there. Like, I was really mothering these dudes instead of playing my role as the lover or the love interest or whatever. Like, I would forget all about myself and put my all into this dude just because he showed me a little bit of interest. Just because he called me one night when he was drunk. You know, just because he called me every night or something like that. or just because he keep in touch with me and he asked me how my day was. Don't get me wrong, that's important, but if that's the only thing you got to offer, how was your day today? Fine, tomorrow. How was your day today? It was good. The next day, yeah, I was out smoking and drinking last night. How was your day, shorty? Dude, if that's all he got to offer, that's not enough. But that matters, but that's not enough. So yeah, I would just jump in head first, eyes closed, head first. I just jumped in, eyes closed, head first, and I saw that video of that girl saying 8 dudes went ghost on her, and the dude told her. Another example they gave her was, if you get into an argument with somebody at the grocery store, then go to the post office and get into an argument with them there, then go to the library and get into an argument with them there, who is the common denominator? And it's you. So that's saying, like, that's a pattern that you're creating that is not working out for you. So it's something that needs to be changed. So I realized my pattern was mothering these dudes and just smothering these dudes and forgetting about myself. Like, I'm trying to prove. I'm sorry for my little brother screaming, but he's down there having fun. But I'm trying so hard to prove myself to these dudes. Like, why are you worthy? Instead of me making them show me why you worthy, I'm proving myself. And I just recently learned this. Like, but yeah, I just learned this. Like, girl, I am the prize. Like, I'm the beauty, he the beast. I'm the damsel in distress. I'm submissive. I just learned, and that video really helped, like, stick it in my brain that boys are boys. Like, but you have to keep a dude on his feet. Make him wonder. You can't be smothering him. You can't always be there for him. You can't, like, try to solve all his problems. Like, no. So, how I came to the realization that, okay, it's something that I'm doing wrong. I had started talking to this boy, like, a few months back. I had started talking to this boy. And he stopped talking to me, and then I was just like, he was different from, like, the hood boys that I was used to, like, that I would always go after. He wasn't my type, so I'm like, he seems nice, and I'm thinking different. I'm already in a different mindset because I had just stopped dealing with a dude that I was dealing with. He was a hood boy, but, like, that was, like, my first real relationship. I had stopped dealing with him. And now I'm like, okay, my mind, I know what I did wrong in that relationship, so going to the next one, I know it's some things that I have to change. And I meet this boy, and he's not a hood boy. He's, like, he got a good head on his shoulders, all that good stuff. I'm like, he not really my type. He would be considered a lame, but I'm like, he's not a lame to me because he got a good head on his shoulders. This is, like, he was just like me, but the boy version of me. So I'm like, maybe I should try to talk to somebody like him. First mistake. Okay, me and my ex, we hadn't been together for, like, a long time. But I still feel like I should have, like, still stayed by myself for a little while longer before I started talking to him, because I reverted back to my same ways. Like, I reverted back to the things that I was doing. I was being clingy. I was being, like, insecure about things. I just always wanted his attention, and he didn't like that. Like, basically, I didn't have my own life. I stopped living my own life, and I started, like, putting him in all of my plans, but he didn't do the same. So, and I didn't pay attention to none of the red flags. I thought I learned a lot from that relationship, which I did. I just didn't use it in this aspect. I wasn't using it yet because I guess I needed to learn more to actually really get it. So, a red flag was I would always include him in my future plans. Like, I would be like, we a lot. I would always say we. And he would always say I. Like, he wouldn't include me. So, I should have, like, that's something that I should have realized, that I was, like, just jumping the gun again. He showed me a little bit of interest, and then I just went full throttle. Like, I was just like, let's get married. And I even told him, like, I'm gonna marry you. And he laughed, which that was a red flag that I didn't catch on to. But I didn't even like him that much. I just really thought I liked him, and I really wanted to like him so much. But he was like, we didn't really have like a lot in common. So it's like, how to like, girl, would you stop? Would you? But yeah, it's just like I developed a pattern of things that were not healthy, like moving fast, putting myself last, and mothering dudes, which you can't do that. So my advice to you guys, I said all that to say, you want to make sure, if you have guys that you're liking or whatever, you want to make sure you take your time. You don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to, like, things are going to be what they are, and see things for what they are. You don't want to, like, make up things in your head. That's something that I was doing. I was making up fantasies in my head of how I wanted things to be, and I would live in that fantasy land. And that's not healthy, because you start really believing things are like that or will be like that, and the guy is showing you something completely different, but you're ignoring everything because you already planned it out in your head, you know. So that's not like a good thing for you or your heart. So you want to make sure you put yourself first. You want to make sure you see things for what they are. And if you're like, if you notice like you're dating the same type of guy, or the same thing keep happening with different dudes, it's something that you need to change. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's probably, like I said, I was being too clingy, and I was always there. Like, I was always available, and boys get tired of that. Also, there's like, you don't have your own life. Like, you don't have your own worth. You don't have like anything important that you was doing before you met this dude. You need to keep that going, because before you met him, what were you doing? When you were by yourself, what were you doing? So another pattern is, I wouldn't spend time by myself. Like, I would stop talking to this boy and like look for somebody else to talk to. But now I'm cool. Like, I don't talk to nobody. Like, I don't talk to anybody. And if I do talk to people, it's here and there, and it's nothing like, oh my God, I like you. I'm just chilling, doing my music. I'm just really, I don't want to say focused on myself, but I really am focused on myself. But that sounds so cliche. I don't like saying that. I'm focused on myself. I hate saying that because it sounds very cliche, but that's the truth. I'm just chilling with myself, you know. So patterns, you want to realize the patterns, realize the red flags that you're ignoring. You want to pay attention. But yeah, you really just want to realize the mistakes that you're making, and you want to realize the patterns that you created that are not working for you. So just observe yourself in the things that you do. Observe the type of dudes that you've been dealing with. Observe your habits and things like that. You got to know yourself to know these patterns not working for you. So I just want to say, make sure you put yourself first, though. That's the number one thing. Make sure you have standards, and not just, oh, he got to have a car, or he got to text me good morning every morning, or he got to pay me attention, or not make those things matter when they're combined. Not like, oh, since he got a car, I'm going to talk to him, or since he texts me good morning every morning, I'm going to talk to him. Those don't, like, them things don't stand alone. That has to come with a full package. Oh, he got a job. He got a good head on his shoulders. He's a good listener. He has a car. He's a provider. Things like that. So it's like, you want to be looking out for that, and make sure that you're aware of the patterns. Are they unhealthy, or are they healthy? So, oh, another thing about the patterns that I wanted to say, I'm so loyal to a fault, and transparent to a fault. Like, I would be so loyal to these people that hadn't proved anything to me, that hadn't even proved that they deserved a hug. They hadn't even proved that they deserved a bag of chips from me, let alone my loyalty and my transparency. Like, I'm not saying don't be transparent and be fake, but I'm saying for me, I was always so loyal to people where it would hurt me. And I would be so honest and open that I would tell them my life story so fast and freely, and they would know a lot about me without me knowing like a lot about them. So it's like you have to know when to talk and when not to. You have to know when it's the appropriate time for you to let somebody in and when it's not. When to keep things to yourself and when to let a little bit of something out. And if you decide to like be transparent, you don't want to lay it all on the table. That's what I was doing. I would like trying so hard to prove to these dudes that I'm such a good girl and I'm so honest and open, which I am. I really am honest and open. That's just how I am. I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm really open and I'm really honest. Some say I could be blunt, I guess, but I would just lay everything out on the table so they can know the real me. And a lot of people don't deserve that. So you want to know, like, that goes hand in hand with loyalty. You want to know the pattern. Like, that was one of my patterns that I created. So you just have to be aware of the things that are not working out for you. The dudes that I have talked to in the past, like, I was honest and open with all of them up front. Like, I don't regret that, but I wouldn't have told as much as I would have, I wouldn't have told as much. Because some things you don't have to tell people. Some things you should keep to yourself. Some things they don't deserve to know right up front. Like, they haven't proved any loyalty to you. So why would you go and tell them your whole life story, background story? You give that to them in bits and pieces to if they stay around long enough. So that's another thing I wanted to say about patterns. You just want to watch out for, like, don't talk too much. Be mysterious. That was one of my issues. I wasn't mysterious. I was I was always there. So yeah, that's the end of this video, FalcoLand. I hope I helped somebody, everybody, anybody. I hope y'all can take some from this video and use it in your day-to-day life. I hope you learned something. I'm speaking from experience. So everything I say in this video is because I experienced and I learned a lesson from it. So yeah, but that's the end of this video, FalcoLand. Peace until next time. Oh, like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, because if you stay to the end, thank you. But subscribe if you want more videos. Let me know if you want me to talk about more videos like this. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I am .falcon on Instagram. That's where I post my music and my freestyles. And you can subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Falcon Fly. I'll put the link here for you guys to subscribe. So yeah, check me out. And that's the end of this video. Peace until next time.